When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. Some people don't like change, but you need to embrace change if the alternative is disaster. Patience is a virtue, and I'm learning patience. It's a tough lesson. I'd rather be optimistic and wrong than pessimistic and right. If something's important enough, you should try. Even if the probable outcome is failure. I think it matters whether someone has a good heart. Brand is just a perception, and perception will match reality over time. Sometimes it will be ahead, other times it will be behind. But brand is simply a collective impression some have about a product. We're running the most dangerous experiment in history right now, which is to see how much carbon dioxide the atmosphere can handle before there is an environmental catastrophe. People should pursue what they're passionate about. That will make them happier than pretty much anything else. Self-driving cars are the natural extension of active safety and obviously something we should do. If I'm not in love, if I'm not with a long-term companion, I cannot be happy. It's okay to have your eggs in one basket as long as you control what happens to that basket. Oh, make an embarrassing admission, I like video games. That's what got me into software engineering when I was a kid. I wanted to make money so I could buy a better computer to play better video games, nothing like saving the world. There have to be reasons that you get up in the morning and you want to live. Why do you want to live? What's the point? What inspires you? What do you love about the future? If the future does not include being out there among the stars and being a multi-planet species, I find that incredibly depressing. You could warm Mars up, over time, with greenhouse gases. I'm interested in things that change the world or that affect the future and wondrous, new technology where you see it, and you're like, wow, how did that even happen? How is that possible? When I was in college, I wanted to be involved in things that would change the world. There's a silly notion that failure's not an option at NASA. Failure is an option here. If things are not failing, you are not innovating enough. The value of beauty and inspiration is very much underrated, no question. But I want to be clear, I'm not trying to be anyone's savior. I'm just trying to think about the future and not be sad. If you don't have sustainable energy, you have unsustainable energy. The fundamental value of a company like Tesla is the degree to which it accelerates the advent of sustainable energy faster than it would otherwise occur. Any product that needs a manual to work is broken. As you heat the planet up, it's just like boiling a pot. When Henry Ford made cheap, reliable cars, people said, "Nah, what's wrong with a horse?" That was a huge bet he made, and it worked. The path to the CEO's office should not be through the CFO's office, and it should not be through the marketing department. It needs to be through engineering and design. I wouldn't say I have a lack of fear. In fact, I'd like my fear emotion to be less because it's very distracting and fries my nervous system. The factory is the machine that builds the machine. Life is too short for long-term grudges. I think there should be regulations on social media to the degree that it negatively affects the public good. I would like to die on Mars. Just not on impact.